What if the rage virus reached Hogwarts? Her name was Isla McNair. Ravenclaw. Brilliant. Outspoken. And angry. She had lost her hippogriff to ministry testing. Now she wanted to stop cruelty, magical or not. So she joined the Liberation Hex, a secret student group for magical animal rights. And together, they broke into a London research facility, which was underground lab. Fluorescent flickering. Sirens distant. Tariq Boot, panicking. Isla, this isn't magical. This is biological. Muggle science. Isla, firm. And still torture. Look at them. She opens the cage. A chimp stares back. Its eyes tremble. Opens the cage. A chimp stares back. Its eyes tremble. Then go still. A Muggle scientist, screaming. Don't. It's infected. It carries rage. Too late. The chimp leaps and bites Isla's forearm. She bled all the way to Hogsmeade. Apparated in delirium. Collapsing at the gates. Madame Pomfrey saw the wound. Burned black with pulsing red edges. And assumed it was a botched fire curse. She healed the skin. But not the magic. That night, Isla didn't sleep. She shook. She sweated red. And her wand glowed without her touching it. In the great hall, the screaming began. Isla rose from the Ravenclaw, her eyes pouring blood, her skin glowing with raw magic. She didn't reach for her wand. She opened her mouth and screamed a spell. Exia Pulaso. A wave of red fire exploded across the tables. Benches shattered. 3 students burst into flame. And Isla, frothing, weeping, casting, leapt at a Hufflepuff 5th year and bit her throat. 12 were infected and it was spreading fast around the school. They didn't walk. They sprinted. And they cast wandless magic using rage alone. Hermione, shaking. They aren't cursing us, it's something else, we need find somewhere safe. Harry, we need to go to the room of requirement. Ron, quiet, pale. They're not cursing us. They're just angry. And the castle's turning into a battlefield. Hermione, it's in the magic, Harry. If you're angry enough, you don't need a wand. Luna, sitting in the corner, whispering. It feeds on emotions. Like a parasite. And Hogwarts is full of them. The Great Hall was already chaos when Dumbledore arrived. Stone benches were overturned. Tables shattered. Fire climbed the walls like serpents. Screams echoed beneath the enchanted ceiling, now flashing blood red. 12 infected witches and wizards stalked the room, eyes glowing, robes scorched, mouths twisted in screams that held no words, only rage. They didn't walk. They sprinted. Sound of boots hitting stone, magical sparks igniting mid-air. Dumbledore, commanding, calm. Contain them. Calm. Contain them. No killing, not unless you must. Dumbledore raised his wand, but one of the infected didn't wait. A wandless burst of flame flew at him. He disapparated a second before impact, reappearing atop the staff table, eyes fierce behind his half-moon spectacles. Dumbledore, I taught you all to control your magic. Now look what you've become. He sweeps his arm, a ring of blue light encircles 3 infected and slams them into the ground, pinning them like animals caught mid-leap. But more came. Their spells weren't spells, they were emotions made real. Red bolts. Black fire. One tore open the stone floor beneath his feet. Dumbledore, gritting his teeth. They don't think. They only feel. A 6th-year Ravenclaw leapt toward him, her eyes weeping red, her hands burning with cursed energy. He didn't raise his wand this time. He raised his voice. Dumbledore, shouting, commanding the room. Finite incantatum. The room shook, the magic rippled like thunder. But it didn't stop them. They kept coming. Dumbledore, quietly, to himself. Then you've truly gone beyond magic. He turned toward the center of the hall, where an infected professor was writhing, eyes white-hot. With a heavy breath, Dumbledore whispered, "Forgive me," and then unleashed a wave of pure silver light. The infected fell to the ground, unmoving, some still breathing, some not. And in the silence that followed, the fire still crackled, and Dumbledore stood alone, robes scorched, wand shaking not from fear, but from grief.
Hogwarts early evening, after the Great Hall quarantine. The enchanted doors of the Great Hall slammed shut with a deep, final thud. Dumbledore's wand pulsed as he sealed them with a chain of glowing wards, layers upon layers of protective enchantments that shimmered like frozen lightning. From behind the doors came the furious banging of fists, screams, the snarls of former students who no longer spoke words. Dumbledore softly, "They're gone." He turned from the door, his face pale and lined with more than just age. His robes were scorched, one sleeve torn at the shoulder. Blood, someone else's, stained his cuff. Professor McGonagall, hoarse, "Albus, what was that?" Not a curse, not a hex, not dark magic. He looked each of them in the eye. McGonagall, Sprout, Flitwick, Snape. "This isn't magical at all." A heavy silence fell. "Not magical. Then what in Merlin's name is it?" A virus, a kind of infection. It spreads like fire, fast, cruel, and mindless. Through bites, through scratches. Sprout gasped. "That means, even a cut." Dumbledore nodding. "One wound is enough." He began walking, fast now, through the corridor. The professors followed as he conjured runes on the walls, with practiced movements, not spells of destruction, but containment. "Seal every hallway. Divide the castle into sectors. I'll handle the western wing. No one is to engage the infected. If a student is bitten or scratched..." He stopped, then forced himself to say it. "They are not to be helped, only quarantined. We cannot take chances." Snape stern, and the Ministry, Dumbledore grim. "They'll argue, and they'll be too late. We are on our own now." He paused at the top of a staircase, looking toward the North Tower. An owl. He paused at the top of a staircase, looking toward the North Tower. An owl, torn and mangled, lay crumpled on the landing. Its wings twisted, its eyes clouded. A Ministry seal dangled from its leg, soaked in blood. McGonagall quietly, "Albus." Dumbledore, after a long silence. "Close the flu network. No more owls, no more visitors. Hogwarts is no longer just a school." He raised his wand and sent a pulse of magic into the stone itself. The castle groaned as the protective wards rippled outward. "It's a fortress now." Candles floated above cold tables. Most had burned low. Only a few dozen students remained, scattered, silent, eyes hollow. Some hugged each other. Others stared at the doors that would never open again. Dumbledore stood at the front, his hands clasped tightly behind his back. His voice was steady, but his eyes betrayed the weight. "Dumbledore quietly, this is no longer a school." He let the silence settle, his gaze sweeping over the children, their faces far too young to carry such fear. "It is now a sanctuary. The last, perhaps." Hermione whispers, "We can't go home." Dumbledore shook his head. "The rage virus has spread beyond these walls. The Ministry has fallen. Hogsmeade is abandoned. There is no flu travel, no portkeys, no owls." He took a breath, one that trembled. "We will survive here, together, protected. But the magical world is no longer ours to return to." A student began to cry. Someone else stood and stormed out. Dumbledore gently, "I know what I ask of you is cruel, but out there is chaos. In here, there is still hope." He raised his wand, and for a moment, golden light shimmered across the ceiling like a fading memory of sunlight. Dumbledore softly, "Hogwarts is your home now. It may be the last home magic has